Steve?
Carlos, you talk so often about winning plays and winning players. While everybody on the outside wants to talk about the superstars, in that room, how much credit and respect does a guy like Tyrone Taylor get?
A lot, because not only he's a good player, but he's a great person, great teammate, easy to root for, because he's always ready, knows his role, even when he's not playing every day. You know what you're getting out of him. You know he's going to be ready. He's going to be prepared. He's going to be doing his homework. And if you need him in the 7th or 8th inning for an at-bat, he's going to be ready to pinch on or to play defense. And this is a guy that pulls for everyone. And he earns the respect from a lot of people in this organization and definitely in that locker room. He's a special player, but he's a special human being.
Tim?
Is the expectation to have Alvarez and McNeil come Friday?
They got one more today. If they get through today with no issues, we expect them to be active on Friday.
And are you staying in line rotation-wise for the next series?
Yes.
Abby?
Anything new on Blackburn?
Yeah, he's dealing with a stomach background. So he wasn't here yesterday or today. He got him pretty good. So he was scheduled to pitch today. That's not going to happen. So we got to get him right. We got to, wait till hopefully tomorrow he comes in and before, we decide what's the next step for him. But obviously he's going to be down for a couple days.
In the back, Joe.
Carlos, when it comes to Pete hitting for the average that he's hitting for right now, I know he's always said just hit it hard and let the results take care of itself. But is there a different approach you think he has up there that is leading to that success when it comes to an average standpoint?
I think it comes down with him not chasing, and controlling the strike zone. And that's what good hitters do, not only the power hitters, but to become a really good hitter in this league, you got to be able to control the strike zone. Not only you have to have a good game plan, but you got to go out and execute it. And he's doing that right now. He's not missing pitches in the strike zone. And I said it last night, I think his ability to use the whole field right now, he goes the other way, he pulls the ball, he stays up the middle. I think he's got a really good idea what the pitchers are trying to do to him. And we've seen the average, we've seen the power. There's a lot to like there.
Anybody else? Mark?
Carlos, we've asked you a lot about who's going to go when McNeil comes back. Just has that become a difficult decision for you guys? And I guess what do you value most in that maybe last position player on the roster?
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy decision, and that's what you wanted. A couple of weeks ago when we started talking about, okay, what potential move, who's going to be, and I said it, I'm hoping it's a difficult decision. That means the guys are playing well, and that's what they're doing, You got Acuna, Beatty, Asokar, a lot of guys there that are helping our team win baseball games day in and day out. So it is difficult because they all provide versatility. One is, the righty, the lefty, versatility in the infield, in the outfield, speed. So it's not going to be an easy one. But whoever we decide is going to be out of their control, and that'll be the message in here. So it's a tough spot, but again, throughout the course of the year, you're going to be facing some tough decisions, and here we are. So we got one more today. Those guys got to play one more, and then we have a decision.
Tim again on the left.
What have you made this season of Reed Garrett's ability to strand inherited runners?
Yeah, he's got elite stuff. I think he now understands what works for him. His ability to get lefties and righties, especially in situations of high leverage situation with runners on, where you could potentially be facing some pinch hitters. So you feel good about whether the other team's going to pinch hit or not, because the weapons he has to get lefties and righties. He's attacking. He's got a really good understanding of the situation when he comes in with traffic. and what the hitters are trying to do to him and what he's trying to do to hitters. And I think experience, man, but also I think it comes down to him trusting his stuff in the strike zone, just like also a lot of the other guys.
And following up on Mark's question about the difficult roster decisions, does it feel like right now, compared to even a year ago, that you have more depth, more guys you like than spots on the Major League roster across all positions?
Yeah, and that's why I think from day one spring training, we were talking about our depth. People were talking about the Mets and the superstars and all that, but I think it comes down to the depth, in a lot of different areas, whether it's the catching, the position player side of things, the pitching, whether starting pitching, bullpen, and that's what it's going to take. You're going to have to make a lot of transactions. A lot of people are going to come through those doors and impact this team in a positive way, and we've seen that, and here we are. We're getting ready to face a difficult decision, but that's what it's going to take, and we feel good about our depth.
Jake.
Zach Wheeler going today for the Phillies. Obviously, someone you've seen a good amount over the years. What makes him a tough opponent?
Well, he's got it least tough. Not afraid to attack hitters. He's got a plus fastball. The cutter, the slider, but I think he's just. Or the sinker too, like he's a power arm, and he's not afraid to challenge hitters. So we'll be ready for him.
And when you have a pitcher like that, where maybe it's harder to string singles, doubles together, does it change the approach, knowing that the long ball might be the best way to success?
Not really. I think it comes down to sticking to our strength, whether it's controlling the strike zone, getting guys on base. And we got guys that can hit the ball out of the ballpark, but we also got guys that can put the ball in play. So, again, we know he's really good. We know we're good, and we got to stick to our strength and attack them.
All right. Thank you very much, Carlos.